what comes first?
The chicken or the egg?
The chicken
No,
or
I'm
the
sorry,
egg?
Go on.
All right, to give you like a little bit of context of why I'm asking this, I remember my freshman year, I had a conversation with this guy who I had class with, and he was so dead set on the idea that if you chase the money, then the happiness will come. And I was so deeply unsettled by that statement. I'm like, what are you saying? No, you have to do something you're passionate about, and then if you're really good at it, then, you know, the monetary value will come afterwards. But I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that idea and maybe just expanding on it, like happiness, what makes happiness, how to have a fulfilled life. A lot of loaded questions.
I feel like we answered this like in an earlier podcast.
Yeah, refer to
episode 2.
Yeah,
episode 2.
Paving the road to happiness.
Wow, that feels like so long ago. It was almost a year ago. But, I mean, I can give you my take and Alex can give you his take. So, I'm definitely a happiness always before money guy. I mean, I feel like money just doesn't bring people happiness. And you'll hear some of the richest people on earth say the same thing. Granted, there are people in extremely bad situations that say if they had more money, then they would be happy. And a lot of the situations that they were put in were completely out of their control. Right? So there's a dichotomy, of course. But I have to say that happiness is something that 99% of cases you can control. And you are completely the master of your own will when it comes to that. And you are the only one that can will your own happiness. So if I see a person of means and a person that has the ability to actually make something of their life, I will never once believe them when they say that money is going to make them happy, because I know that it won't. And for myself, I know myself well enough that money won't make me happy. I need to be doing things that I enjoy and, caring for people that I love and experiencing amazing stuff. That's what's going to bring me happiness. It's not going to be like having 8 or 9 zeros in my bank account.
Yeah. Totally agree. What about you,
Alex?
I mean, the people who say that money will make them happy, most likely these people will do one of two things. I'm not going to say all of them. I'm sure there are some people who don't fit the two examples, but most of them will. People who care about money only are probably just going to spend it on like luxuries and stuff, like expensive cars, drugs, girls, guys, if you're into that sort of thing. They're just going to do whatever. They're going to indulge themselves with all the money they've made, because to them they might think that's what being happy and having a fulfilled life is all about. In my opinion, if they do that, first of all, they're going to lose their money really fast, and second of all, what happens when like all the fun is gone, the party ends. And from what I've seen, which is, not a lot, but I've seen a lot of like rich celebrities who have money and have succeeded, they just kind of look like empty shells of themselves. And their only solution is like drugs, being depressed, or partying even harder to probably suppress their feelings like of emptiness inside. The second group of people are people who love money and they love to make money. And that's fine. The only problem with that is if you just keep wasting your life. Well, waste is a strong word. If you keep spending your life making money, and you keep making money, and you keep making money, and you keep making money, now you're 80. Where did your life go? You know what I'm saying? It's like you've spent all this time working and making all the money you claim to love. Now you're old and you have a lot of money, but now what? Is that all you really wanted? And maybe there are some people who that's all they really wanted is money. And to those people, maybe they'd say their life was fulfilling. But I feel most people would agree that if you spend your whole life chasing money and not really like doing anything else, by the time you're old, you don't really have much to say about your life other than your pursuit of money. I saw a picture of like a 4-page comic, and it was you see this young guy in a suit. He's chasing the money. It's like floating in the air. He's chasing the money. He's chasing the money, and each panel he's getting more and more gray hair. And then at the last panel, he's really old and he has a big pile of money, but he's at the edge of the cliff. You know, like the symbolism of he's like chasing money all throughout his life, and then when his life reaches, you know, its conclusion, what was his life really other than chasing money? With that being said, we live in a world where money can help a lot. So I won't say don't care about money, but you shouldn't be obsessed with it. To me, you need to be responsible with your own life. Like, if you live alone, you don't need to take care of a family, you don't have a car, and you live in a cheap apartment. You don't need a lot of money. But you still need to, like, pay for your food and water and clothes and whatever, you know? So, but that's not really caring about money. That's more just, like, sustaining yourself and being responsible towards yourself. Because if you're not even willing to do that, then come on, like what do you even if you didn't care about money, if you're not willing to maintain yourself, what if you don't care about yourself, what else could you care about more than that? You know what I'm saying?
A couple of people about a year ago, maybe a little more actually, they asked me, or no, we were playing Piccolo. You know what that is. So it's a game of dares, Alex.
Got it.
And basically, one of the questions was, would you rather get like a $10 million cash cow right now or something and be set for the rest of your life? Or would you rather be immortal? Or something like that. And I was the only person in that group of people that said I'd rather be immortal.
Are these people stupid? I would 100% pick immortality over money.
Why? But... If you're immortal, though, then everyone around you will die, and then you're gonna be sad.
Okay.
You'll get over it.
No, you won't.
It's a bad question. It's a bad question, but
just...
my point is that I'm not valuing all that, all that currency. What I really care about is time, right?
Yeah, but I really think quality over quantity. The fact that we... morbid, but the fact that we'll die someday gives meaning to the life we do have. If it's eternal, then everything's just monotonous. It's just the same. It's not like there's a ticking clock keeping you on your toes. Like, oh, well, I don't want to wake up and then I'm 50 and I'm not doing anything I want to do purposeful in my life. That just doesn't exist. There's no...
But there is. You just don't feel it because we're young. We're youthful. We don't feel responsibility.
But if you're immortal, then you don't have that at all.
You need to specify immortality. Does immortal mean you're a god?
I'm thinking of Tuck Everlasting. That's what I'm thinking of.
Immortality means you don't die, Alex.
No.
How hard
I know
is
what
that
it means, but there's different ways to portray it. You can be immortal like a god, as in you don't get diseases and you don't get hungry anymore and you stay 25 years old for all your life, or you can be immortal in the sense that like you can die, like if you get shot in the head, but you can't die of old age, but you still need to like live your life. You know what I'm saying? There's that kind of immortality.
I mean, I don't know, man. That you're just looking way too deep into the question.
Pete, I've thought about this way too many times, but that's beside the point. We're not here to talk about...
You're saying if you had the physique of youth, but you're alive forever? Or do you grow old with the age? Like, are you going to be some decrepit thing, but you're still alive?
I mean,
you can't...
As in, my body won't, fade, but I'm still, aging, you know? It's a fantasy question. It doesn't exist.
This is not applicable to anyone, but it's a nice thought experiment.
What were we talking about?
The point I was trying to make was I'd rather value my time than money. Because
money,
I think
Pete.
that
time is money.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Maybe
I don't like
for
that
business
phrase.
people, but not for the mindful people.
The two camps.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.